already know what the business is.
Bang TV.
Check it out, this is Jay-Z.
You know who it is, your boy Pt2.
Yo, what's good? This Rodman.
This is Big Sean. Bang Radio. Bang TV.
Need both of these things in your life.
Klepto, what's good, my homie?
What's going on? This is Drake.
It's Tiger, Young Money Zone.
This is Big Snoop Deal Double G.
Yo, what up, this is John Legend, hanging out with Bang TV.
You know what I mean? They doing it real big.
You already know,
Make
nigga.
sure you stay focused.
Bang Radio, nigga.
Yo, it's your boy Klepto in the building once again. Bang Radio, Bang TV. I got the man, the legend himself, Long Island native, Mr. Keith Murray in the building. Can we get it one time for Keith Murray? What's going on?
What up, peace, Klepto? How you doing?
Chilling, man, chilling. How's everything?
Everything's baby.
It's been a minute since I seen you last. It was a few years ago. Since then, what's been going on, man? How's the music?
The music is coming along well. I got a new album coming out called The Most Beautiful Thing in the World Part 2, The Beauty of It All. Just by Eric Sermon, beats by The RZA, Keith Shockley, my boy Gordo from Def Squad. He's best friends with 40s. Drake's producer, engineer from Canada. He lives in Canada. And my boy Josh One from Long Beach, LA.
Now, there's rumors of the Rapmerphobia 2 dropping soon. Is that true?
No, Most Beautiful Thing in the World Part 2.
Now, when you first started, you're obviously a legend among hip-hop names. When you first started, you came up with Big Daddy Kane.
Well, my uncle, God bless the dead, born true, was Big Daddy Kane's bodyguard from Crown Heights, Brooklyn. So as a young kid, like 15, 16, I used to hang around Uncle Vaughn, and he used to be around, he used to bring me around Big Daddy Kane.
Back then, to get recognized, to get noticed, you had to have some kind of like rap name, MC name. Did you ever have a name, or were you always Keith Murray?
My name was Do Damage.
Do Damage. How come you never stuck around with that? I mean, Keith Murray alone is iconic, but...
Well, Do Damage was my street name, because I'm in a crew named LOD, and we used to be on Carlton Avenue in Long Island, Central Islip, and we used to gang bang and sell drugs on the corner while I was going to school.
Big shout out to all the Central Islip, Bayshore, Brentwood, Long Island heads.
Before I was doing that, I was just going to school in junior high and high school, and I was in a rap group called Powerful Sounds, and my name was Do Damage, and my partner name was Impact.
Right, now, speaking of things that stick around, the term badunkadunk, I have to ask you about this. You were the first person I've ever heard to use that name, and here it is 20 years later, people are still using that not the name, I'm sorry, the term. Did you coin that phrase? Did you create that? Is that yours?
Well, yeah, I was in the halfway house talking to my boy Kel Vicious on the phone.
Shouts to Kel Vicious.
Yeah, and this girl walked by, and he was like, damn, she got a badunkadunk. And at the time, I was talking to Def Jam, doing a deal with Def Jam, and they asked me to be on Fatty Girl. And I put it in a rhyme, and it became famous and blew up. So we was having a general conversation like I always do with people, and I use what I hear and see. And it came about like that. A lot of other artists started using it, and then a country singer made a country badunkadunk song, and Missy Elliott and Soulja Boy, and then Family Feud, and then Wendy's commercials, and then it's on TV. And then a lot of people don't know Murray came with the name, with that phrase. So I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people don't know that came from Kel Vicious talking to me and Keith Murray rapping it on record, making it famous.
Right.
Kel Vicious deserves credit also.
Absolutely. Shout out to Kel Vicious. Now let me ask you, do you feel like you deserve compensation for that? Because everybody's using it now.
Well, at the time I had a manager named James Ellis. He manages Redman and Method Man now. At the time he's my manager. Then when later on he was like, yo, you should have coined me. You should have copied me. And I was like, yo, this is my manager. That's what managers do. I just rapping. Like, I come up with a lot of words like that ain't in the dictionary, and I put words together because this is hip hop, and we create our own language. It's slang. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it was added to the Webster's Dictionary.
Yeah, that's what I didn't really look, but that's what I'm hearing. That's dope. So I'm gonna come up with some more stuff, and I'm gonna copyright it, and I'm gonna blow off of that too. This is what I do. That just inspires me to keep making up more shit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And I went back to my lawyer and was like, yo, could I copyright? He was like, it's general knowledge now. It's general domain. You can't go back now. But I'm like, yo, I was the first one to say it on record, and the record is dated. Why can't I go back? He was like, well, it's public knowledge.
Yeah, I just wanted the listeners, the younger listeners, to recognize that Keith Murray's the one that coined the term badunkadunk. So when you see that fat ass, you think Keith Murray made that word.
I'm glad you mentioned the younger listener, because there's a lot of young people that's 20, that's 15, 16, 20 that know Keith Murray, but there's a lot that don't. So those are my new fans, and my new album is, I'm going to put them on to it, and they're going to go back and get my other work. So that's good.
The Most Beautifullest Thing Part 2 coming soon. When can we expect that?
You can expect it like the summertime. I'm going to release some new singles coming up like in the next month, and then I'm going to start putting out mixtapes and freestyles, and then I got a website, Keith Murray, The World of Keith Murray. Then you can go on that website, and then you can buy it, and of course it's going to be on Apple and things of that nature, my singles and stuff. So, and all the platforms where people buy records.
Can I look for a Def Squad reunion on the album?
Of course, Def Squad going to be on the album.
Big shouts to Eric Sermon, big shouts to Redman.
Yeah, Eric Sermon got a new album out called ESB. I'm on there with Eric Sermon and Fredro, Godson. We just started to do a video called Never Take, and you can look out for that. And Redman got a new album out called Muddy Face. It's on iTunes, it's on Gilla House Records. Go look up. Yeah,
I just listened to Muddy Face. It's a good album. He's doing some numbers, but I think the one thing that's missing is Eric Sermon and Keith Murray.
Yeah, he did it, and he put it out. And we're going to be on Muddy Waters. He did it when he was on the road, and we wasn't around each other, because I'm on the road by myself, and Eric is on the road with EPMD.
I was reading some blogs the other day about Keith Murray, and I had noticed that there's been a few mentions of the comparison of Keith Murray to Dennis Rodman. You're the Dennis Rodman of hip hop. How do you feel about that?
Well, I never read that, and that's some bullshit. And fuck whoever wrote that, Dennis Rodman of hip hop. I'll spit in anybody's face if I was the old Keith Murray. I'm not a violent person no more, but if you ruffle my feathers, you would meet my bad side, and it won't be nice. But I'm a nice person. I help ladies when I'm walking by the bus station. I help them get off the bus. I help ladies with the carriages get on the bus. I carry ladies' bags, the beggars claim off the plane. I help old black.
Right now, I don't take that as too disrespectful. You know, Dennis Rodman is a legend in his own right.
Dennis Rodman over the marrying himself and all the piercing and the wilding out. Nah, I ain't nowhere near compared to Dennis Rodman. If anything, I'm Malcolm X and Martin Luther King mixed.
Bang. Word. Now,
compare me to that. Compare me to a mind thoughtful thinker, high-minded Gemini, intelligent individual, but I can get nasty with him, and I don't bite my tongue, and I don't pull punches. If you talk shit about Keith Murray, believe it's not gonna be nice.
Now that's a side of people that Keith Murray don't see too much. I mean, we can hear it through your lyrics for those of us that actually listen to lyrics, but Keith Murray's a very intelligent man.
Yeah, I got two grandmothers that's 80 years old, Buddha and Dolly Mae, and they ain't raised no fool.
God bless.
And it's about money, and I got kids, and I'm taking care of my kids, and I got compassion for you.
But there is a side of Keith Murray that keeps it gangster, keeps it official. Can you tell us about the time that you and Dame Dash came to blows?
That's the old Keith Murray. When I was a young kid, wilding out, running around, me and Dame Dash is cool. Those are old stories, just like Prodigy. This young kid got into a fist fight at the tunnel. Me and Dame Dash got into it because I crashed into Big's car and at the tunnel, and that's old news, and I don't want to relive that because it's water under the bridge, and I'm not going to surface that up like I'm running around here like I'm some bad man. Anybody can get touched, and straight bullets is killing innocent kids every day, and I'm not a part of that life.
Absolutely.
I believe in God, and I follow God in good orderly direction, G-O-D, and I'm a positive person, and I believe in good and bad karma.
Absolutely, we can get an applause for that.
Karma onto myself.
We can get an applause for that. But let's talk about current times then. The battle with Fredro Starr. It was a long time in the making, and finally y'all came down to it. And what do you think of the battle? How'd it come out?
Well, the battle was a year in the makings in Atlanta. They didn't come through. It didn't happen. Then it happened 6 months later, and I waited around for 4 hours in a club. I never go nowhere and sit around for 4 hours. I got unfocused, but at the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, Keith Murray came out victorious because I'm viral and it's all entertainment. I'll tip my hat to Fredro for willing to do it. And you will never hear no beef between me and Fredro. And, you know, I wasn't 100%. I apologize to my fans and my family like I did online, but I'm ready for a rematch and I will be focused. And believe me, I will always come out victorious. I fight the good fight.
Now you say it was all entertainment, but it did look like it was getting a little hostile for a minute.
There was a lot of people on stage, and I was just pushing for elbow room because, you know, I don't know who's doing what's what, but I'm not going to be pushed around, and I'm going to be in there, and I'm going to be the victor of any situation that comes about. You know what I'm saying?
Now, is there going to be any more battle rap in the future for Keith Murray?
I hope so. If they give me the opportunity, I won't sit around for 4 hours. I won't drink alcohol. And I had a head cold. I took some antihistamines and I drank alcohol. And when I got to that stage, I look at that video, that's not Keith Murray. I listened to the audio, it wasn't really 100% bad. And Fredro, if that was his 100%, then he didn't body no Keith Murray, and everybody clearly sees that. So, you know.
Can we expect to hear a rematch?
I said I want to do a rematch. The MC War people said he would do it. I would do it, and I would battle anybody else out there, but I'll do it the right way. I won't be on my feet 45 minutes trying to get in the club, cracking jokes with Jack the Rilla and wearing myself out. And I'll go sit down, I'll be quiet, I'll wait for my turn, and I will deliver. Trust me.
Are you taking the same road as like, let's say like Cassidy, you know, Cannabis? Like, are you looking to jump into the battle arena, or is this just for entertainment?
Well, that was battling on beats. Acapella, if it was acapella that night, and I didn't have to stay syncopated on beat with the mics clipping and the music jumping, I could do acapella and dramatization very well. My rebuttals would be on point, and my lines would be slower and thoughtful and deliberate. You feel me? If they want to do acapella, let's do acapella. I'll be there all night going tit for tat, tearing shit down, drinking or no drink.
Now,
I won't drink.
The battle rap scene has been a little insane in recent times with the punchlines and all that. You feel you can compete with these guys?
Of course I can. And then, you know, I was on stage and I seen some of rappers that I saw before the battle, like Friend, Smiling, and you get on live TV and put a microphone in their face and they got negative things to say about Keith Murray. But they got their own faults. They got their own dispositions. So when you talk about a person, you open the door for you to be talked about. So beware and be clear. I ain't no pushover, no punk, or no sucker, but I'm not gonna be saying people names disrespectfully out my mouth because they not on my level, and I won't give them the daytime opportunity to shine on my level and in my lane. But I'm ready for anybody. Trust that.
Now, what do you feel about the state of hip hop right now with all these new rappers? I don't want to say any names, but you know what I mean. The rappers that get on the mic.
Say their names. You bringing it up. You doing the interview. It's okay.
You know what? I'm gonna go out there. This is my show, so I can say the names, right? This is my opinion. How do you feel about the young thugs? Literally the young thug that comes on the mic, you could barely understand what they're saying. This trap music. What do you feel about that in comparison to the '90s era, the era we came up in?
Well, Keith Murray's family is from down south, South Carolina. We all from down south, and we migrate to New York. Everybody has their own style of music and their own lingo. Young Thug understand what he's saying, and the people around him understand. And people are playing his music, even though he may not be like the alpha male that we are, or he's not from our cut from our cloth. He is a representation of hip hop, and I don't knock him for doing what he's doing. I may not go buy his album, but when they play it on the radio, I listen to see what's going on, and I can't knock him for what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own lifestyle and their own thing they bring to hip hop.
Right. Now let me clarify what I'm saying. I'm not disrespecting the man. The man has his own lane. He makes his money. He sells his records. He does what he does. I'm just saying in my belief of hip hop, the era I came up in, it's about lyrics, it's about performance, and to me personally, Young Thug's just not doing it.
Yeah, well, that is a different form of hip hop. As time goes by, hip hop grows, and different types of people become involved in the aspect of making the music. Okay, they're not from where we're from. They didn't walk our walk of life. But you got old white people saying hip hop, Jesus is my nigga. You know what I'm saying? You got foreigners rapping in a totally different language that we don't understand, but they're participating in the culture. It must have been hip hop that started all that. You got white ladies doing the beatbox right now. I just saw a white lady doing the beatbox with Dougie Fresh. Hip hop is bringing people in. Hip hop is like New York, the melting pot. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Now, do you believe hip hop's dead?
Dead in the sense of where it was first born and raised from. It's dead in the top of the food chain from the grit and the grime and the story of the plot of the struggle of the black and the poverty. That part of it being at mainstream is dead, but it's alive underground and it's alive online. If you go look for it, it's alive and it's thriving. So understand what Nas means. It's dead being the leader of the world to look at it from our perspective at the mainstream in the corporate world. You know what I'm saying? On daytime radio.
Definitely. Now, who's Keith Murray listening to? Who you bumping right now?
Bob Marley. I listen to, of course, Eminem, Nas, Jadakiss, Kendrick Lamar, Joey Badass, Nipsey Hussle, Devin the Dude, Dr. Dre, Eric Sermon, Redman. I like the Weeknd. I like Rihanna, Beyonce, Michelle, Nicole. I listen to a lot of reggae. I like Ninja Cat, Ninja Man, Damon Marley. I listen to everything.
Big shouts to all of those, definitely. We just wanted to know what Keith Murray's listening to, where he's at. But we're running out of time. We ain't got much time left. So can you shout out your Instagram or anywhere?
Keith Murray Facebook, Keith Murray Twitter, Keith Murray Instagram. And I said it before and I say it again. I dress better than any gay man. People like, yo, why you say you dress better than gay men? You know how gay men be like they fashionable. I'm from the streets, but I take pride in how I dress, how hip-hop has groomed me to present myself to match casual streetwear with shoes and suits and boots and sneakers and hoodies all mixed up. I'm a street fashionista. I said street fashionista. They like, fashionista? What the hell is that? Look it up in the dictionary. I said fashionista. I stumbled. I went viral with that. Anything negative, people take viral. So I'm gonna say some more shit and fuck up and go viral. And fuck with them, you know what I'm saying? Because this is hip hop. And this is what it is. And you're always going to hear from Keith Murray. Win, lose, and draw. I fight the good fight. But I'm not going to lose. I'm going to take control of the situation. And I'm going to come out victorious. Because God got a plan for me. And I believe in that. And I take the good with the bad and use the bad as the stepping stone to get to the next level. You feel me?
Always on point. Keeping it 100 dude.
Act like I ain't that dude or something. But they go, you know what I'm saying? Pay attention and you'll see. I'll show you how this thing should go, baby.
If your memory serves you well, at Club 27A, we talking about maybe 15 years ago when MOP was there and the mics weren't working correctly and a big brawl broke out.
That was like 20 years ago.
Yeah, about that. I was DJing that night and I remember you helped me cover the turntables because there was chairs and bottles flying.
Yeah, I always help people in distress. I'm a good guy. I'm a black silver surfer, and I'm everywhere and nowhere at once. If you see me in the street, you ain't saw me. If you see me acting up, don't call my family because they don't want to hear that bullshit.
Like I said, it's always a pleasure talking to Mr. Keith Murray on the phone. We got, you said the website is theworldofkeithmurray.com?
Yeah, it's being made now. KeithMurray.com. Look out for my new single, Ghetto Mogo, coming out in a week. The album, The Most Beautiful Thing in the World, Part 2. Yo, and I want to shout out all the battle rappers that's doing their thing, all the independent artists that's doing their thing, especially from Long Island, Strong Island, and all my colleagues. Continue to do your thing, because Keith Murray will deliver and put on spectacular shows and make phenomenal videos for the world to see.
Big shout out to Central Islip, Brentwood, Bayshore, everybody in Long Island on the come up.
Roosevelt, Long Island.
Roosevelt, everywhere. Nassau, Suffolk, stand up. Bang Radio, Bang TV.
Bang Radio with my boy Klepto. Ah.
Bang.
Bang TV.